Now we're going into something that I don't know if this has been done, but I'm gonna do. This isn't gonna be an actual thing. I'm not gonna try and do more than one season on this one, but a little experiment. We're gonna put him. Well, I'll say the worst team on the game where I don't even see the attack, defense, and midfield and stuff on this one. I can't really say who I'm gonna pick is the worst team on the game, but it's gonna be a half a star team either way. So yeah, it's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be up there with the worst in the game. Now this team could get in as well, but their club worth is a bit too high. I think they have to go. I think I am gonna have to go for the Irish League because there's Romanian League. Because the Irish League is like below the quality of League 2. It's like it's almost like top end semi-pro. It seems like it's on this side. If you're in this league and you're in it, that is good. It's actually on it, but I think except from like Shamrock Rovers and like St. Pat's and Bohemian Derry and those teams that done look, almost all of these teams could go down to be it. So to be fair, I'm gonna try to go for the lowest worth. So Sligo 819k. Okay, this team's winning. Can't be them. This team's winning now. Okay, now this team is top. Now this team's top. So what I found, Longford Town. Wow. Hey, they got 2 trophies. They have, what's it called? It's been around since 1924. Got the history about them. I feel like they got the history about them, but I gotta do it. I have to do it with someone. When you do this, someone's got to be it. So it's gonna be Longford that we're gonna be trying to, I don't even know, survive in the Premier League with. Because I'm not gonna do any of this. No fancy takeover, nothing. Longford, I'm just gonna see how I can do with this team. In this stadium, should I really change it? Maybe to a lower park or Euro Park, but like you can't go above this 12k, and the fans aren't tight in, and it's just small, so this is the best one. The fans are tight in. Let's keep it as Town Park. Stands, we could change the stands though. Nah. Oh, dual colours, I didn't even notice that this was a thing. Okay. No. I want green, I want white and green. I want it the other way around. Yes. See colour. Let's keep that a simple white. The pitch itself, we'll leave that stuff as it is. Yeah. Yeah, advance. We're gonna make this very interesting. Fans takeover disabled. Should I torch myself through European competition as well? Yes, I should. This is made to be a challenge. It's not supposed to be easy. So I'm gonna make this very, very interesting. Well, Longford, that's it. Get ourselves in Europa Conference with the team that everyone wants to get. But we're fine with it. We are completely fine with that. Oh yeah, I got all of the. There he is. There I am. New manager of Longford Town. I'm gonna be in the Champions Trophy, and we're gonna be in that one in Ireland where we're actually based, but we're competing with Premier League sides just for this season. Okay, so Zambra, Dean Zambra. I knew it was Dean. That's what it is. Dean Zambra. Wait a minute. No, I don't know. Dean Zabra. Okay. Captain gives us a. Wait, yeah? What is it? Jaden Shields is his name. And it's the right spelling as well. Yes. We like the scout already because of his name. And then the spelling of his name as well. Yes. Yes. Scout Jaden from England. From England, you know. I like the scout. Just from the name and spelling the name. I like the scout. Yeah. Good to have him on board. Yeah. 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 Okay. So where do we start? I don't really know what's first really for this club. So, no, I meant to do. Free agents is where I first will look for my prem. Because most of the players we could get off here anyway, they're gonna be good enough for our team because our standards aren't high. So if we could get anyone, you're good enough. We're literally half a star. So this might be a bit cheating. I'm probably gonna try to move us from half a star to that 1 star. Or something like that, but no match takeover. This is completely just trying to be the best with the resources I've got here, which is hardly anything. That doesn't make it better though. Because I see we only got 38k a week spent on the wages, 430k transfer budget. Oh my. You gotta have players out of our clubs getting basically that every week. That's our whole transfer budget. That's everything. And the whole club worth. Okay, we have to go back to him. We have some sort of expenses or something. No. Yep. We've lost 90k. Club worth is 11 million. Average top league player. Well, below average. You could even say it's going to be worth more than the whole club worth. And the projection, wait a minute, I've never seen this before. The projection is for the club worth to go down. The prediction is for the club to be worth less. 17k from the shirt sales is what the club's made. I guess for a normal person, 17k in 1 week for merchandising. Amazing. For a football club, I don't know. I don't know. I guess if it's like protein, that's amazing as well. Very good, very good, because I mean, it's like thousands of people going for it. But yeah, see Longford, quick sim, we lose against Legal Rovers, who at most are once our team, I think. And the Rochdale next, that's a very difficult match. And this is just going to prove to be a very, how do I even describe it, strange season. If we can get at least, at least 5 points on the board in 38 games, I'll say it's an achievement of a season. 5 points. I don't think that's unrealistic. Hey, we're third in the group. We're not actually blown out because we got a draw. So win against Waterford, who I was in the consideration. Oh my, they have a small squad as well. This is bad. Man, O'Brien. This guy's 49 overall. Come on, he can't be that bad. Come on. This team isn't that bad. And why are they also energized? But we draw. We draw. They done the job. They done the job. But the fact that we only got one player, we only have enough to have a one player reserve, is very worrying. But this guy might be the solution to our problems. Just try and get him in on a low deal. I don't know if they will set, because it might. They actually might, because technically we're still in the Premier League, but we're a very bad team, to be honest, so I don't know. Gonna put offering for them. Everyone of them gonna offer something. Most will probably get rejected, but yes, we could pay him virtually nothing. Whoa, he's expecting a bit too much money from us. Oh, this guy's only expecting that. Got a lot of players being approached by Romford. Let's see who else we got. That's our detailed info. And free agents is very, how do you say it? It's hardly any of them. There's really hardly any free agents. Just in case. Okay, yeah, it did update the thing, so it didn't have those other teams, the weird ones. So it's the actual teams there. Good. Huh? Okay, we're gonna get a lot of that. Okay, it happened again. No, I shouldn't have offered so low because we have actually got enough wage budget to pay a few of them. Okay. Two of them, is this guy accepted it. We'll happily take him. We'll take him because we'll take anyone. All of them rejected us. But you know, we're good with that. We're good. We have got in 2 new players. We're on a good road. We've got another one who have tricked into signing for us. Even though arguably he's very much the level of our... Oh no, he's not actually. This guy's gonna be 16 and he's gonna be our best striker. Even though he's not actually outstanding, which makes it a bit worse. That he's undoubtedly gonna be our best. No, Brian. Sorry, big gaff to replace the car, but we still must keep everyone because our options of players isn't exactly the best. Oh my. We're in Europe as well. We got... This is very bad actually. Viola. Oh, they have no idea what I'm supposed to put up for this guy. I'm just gonna take a risk on it. I'll just take a risk on it. Whoever else we got here, we'll have them take a closer look. Because they might... Ooh, okay, there's definitely something there for him. And him. And him. Basically everyone. Basically anyone. There's nothing special because we got nothing. What's the true? So absolutely reject because we can't let anyone go when we have such a small amount of players. I don't even think we have 22 players. Oh. Wait, is this a new one? Oh, it's not a new one. Alright. We're just getting these transfer offers in for our players and we don't want to sell anyone. We want to keep everyone. Because if we don't, we're probably not even gonna have enough. We'll probably have forfeit matches because we don't even have enough players to put out on match day squad, which is... Wait a minute. For this type of club, this is the biggest cheat you can get. Most of the scouts gonna cost too much for us. Just get a 16k scout. Pay this guy. No, we'll get to get the best chances. We'll get the English guy to go in England. Oh no! it costs that much to make him go to England. Let's send him to the cheapest, one of the cheapest areas on earth to scout. New Zealand. And this guy will go to another area where the cost is not high and he'll be in Asia. We'll send him to China. And I'm not expecting anything good, but for what our standards are, we're gonna get someone we could put around the first team at least. Alright. And he's already gone to a team. This guy, let's try to get him in. Stay clear of him. Now, come on, we want to go in for him again. And yet he's still available as well. Get offer him for all of them. This guy's available. Pay him $650 a week. Get him in. Alright, for them, that's about it. So now we're gonna see the contract things rolling in. This guy accepts 600 pounds a week to come and play for us, but he'll be right in the first team. He will place O'Donnell. If he was captain, for a second I thought he was captain. If he was captain, I couldn't replace him. Lang, okay. These are signings. These are real signings. Let's see how much we have left though. Those two signings might have drained. Yep, that's drained the club. Our club is drained. But we got players though. But possibly we're gonna stay true to ourselves because most of the team is not gonna be able to change the wages. We'll have to give out like 17k a week when you had 38k a week to spend on it all. We don't have the financial means to pull that off. Oh, we are in a predicament here. We haven't spent a penny on the actual transfer fee, but the wages, the new wages, are killing us. Just get us into something so we can get some good prize money. Okay. Got to put bypass. Alright. It's our first Premier League game this season. Is against Liverpool as we're taking up the Norwich role in the league. Interesting, I think. Alright, let's see how it goes. Could go very well. Probably won't. But it could go well. It's just one of those things you just have to wait and see. But the event started, the game started, and we are ready for it. Well, as ready as we can be, which kind of isn't that much, but we've gone 10 minutes in the game against Liverpool without conceding, and now we have conceded. Alright, we're only 1-0 down, so it's not a bad start, I'd say. It's not a bad start all to life in the Premier League. But we'll see how we get on as the game grows. Because I think we could go into the game. Let's see the stats. 35% possession, 0 shots, 0 chances. And we are still in it, so you never know what we can do, what we could pull off. Oh, come on, Langford. Come on. Oh, wait a minute, we're in that box. We got into the box. See, when you get into Liverpool's box, that's when you know you're going places. That's what I believe. We had the shot. When you had the shot against Liverpool, that's when I believe that you're going places. If you could get a shot off, not even if it goes and target it, whether it's blocked or not. If you have a shot against Liverpool, that is enough for me to say that we're going places. I don't know about other people, but just that alone, it shows that we're going places, Yeah. We're heading in a good direction as a club. But honestly, though, we are actually not doing badly. We're getting in and around there, We're only losing 1-0, as it looks. Even though we'll probably lose this, we can survive. Most definitely, we can survive. If this is how we're playing against Liverpool, against the bottom teams now, we're going to be able to get more out of it. I think. But I could be wrong about that. But it's not been a bad display, We could be happy with ourselves. Done a good job. We will bring on. We don't even have any pace or anything. We just got players. That's the best way I can say it. Is we've got players. Yeah, that's what we got. We've got. Oh! Extremely close. Okay. We're actually. Oh! Wait a minute. The whole time that was them attacking. Oh. Okay. Okay, that wasn't us. That makes sense. Oh. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna, say enough about that. And now we got Man City after Liverpool. Yeah, Middlesbrough and the League Cup, easy game. League Cup is League Cup. Easy game. Man City, guaranteed win. Guaranteed win. No, we're not even gonna go for this. We know we. Oh, Sam, bro. We went 1-0 up, but we scored 2 goals at the Etihad. And we drew. Wait a minute, what? Am I reading this right? Longford Town, we had 70% of possession against Man City. We had 70% of possession against Manchester City. Let's see the squad they played. I don't know who Palmer is, but except from that, who did score. But except from that, that's the first team. And they got dominated by us as Longford Town. We scored the first goal. We scored the last one. We got a draw against Man City away. The survival race is on. It's on. We're going for that survival. League Cup. This type of thing, you don't even want to go through it. Just, yeah, we're fighting though. We're not fighting. But 2 games in and we're actually 15th in the league. So far, so good. It's been an achievement. We got someone actually playing for the country as well. Let's see who this is. Adam Lang is playing for Hungary. Now we played Leicester after our game against Man City and Middlesbrough one, which were good. We lost, but at least we did score as well. We're scoring a few goals. That's 3 in the league. 5 more competitions. But yeah, let's look at that. My thing is 90. Cause so far I've overperformed. Although we did sign many players, but we spent £0 on transfer fees. And we did it just really so I could fill up the space in the squad. Because there really was, it was handled by Fred to like the space in the squad and stuff. Just hard enough players. So if you're that one guy that's not even in the match squad, that's painful. Because you're the only guy that isn't. Literally everyone else is, and then you're just there and they're just not picking you. Premier League player much shortlist for. I guess I'm surprised I don't have a player there. Oh, then Arsenal. This star was bad. What? Okay, at least I got Watford. I say that like with the favourite team gets anyone, but it's not as bad. Is the best way to say it. It's not as bad as when you have these teams like Arsenal and Man City and stuff like that. But either way, it's still bad. Alright, we get a goal. Zambra, wait a minute, how many goals has Zambra got in the league? In fact, this guy's scoring a lot of goals. Now I'm playing against Dad Lennis. This is where I'm actually gonna lynch. Oh my goodness. I will say no more. Okay, let's see. Ellsworthy. No, Manly. Manly's Manly. Alright, Chambers. Put Kelly in goal. got another Manly as well. The striker one. There's a lot of Manlys around. Premeir. Okay, I'll just put a striker on the wing. Put Irvin in as well. Yeah, we have a full shuffle with the squad for a game against Stade Lennis. That we win. We have beaten Stade Lennis, which is a huge embarrassment for them. We had less the possession, but we win the game through goals from Wakersfield and Irvin in the 85th minute. Plus 2-1 up against Stade Lennis. So we won our first game. We have won a game. And it's in this competition. We have actually won the game now. And he played our position and scored. Come on. Yeah, these players done a very good job. And we're going to have to go with this completely different one for this game against Watford at home. Oh! I can't believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. God, but put in a world-class performance. Oh my. Stacey, looks like he had to make a few. Stacey's made so many saves. Oh my. He needs a round of applause. But Brainer, Carbots didn't score and he got 8.7. You know that guy was putting that performance in. Just know it. And you got to respect it from him. You got to. But we win. We win against Watford. So maybe it did make sense for me to be looking forward to this game against Watford so much. Because we have beaten Watford. We have beaten Watford. And with 17th place, oh my, we're out of the relegation zone. We are out of the relegation zone. As, let's see, I'm guessing we're 1 star now. Because to be half a star, the standards must be like, in terms of this stuff, it must be very, whoa. We're actually still half a star. I think we're high half a star. Because we have a 67 and 66 overall player and almost 70 overall players. But for the moment being, we're still half a star. This is history right here. We're a half a star side for doing this. These are our young stars. The future of the club. Absolute future of the club. Oh no, make him a goal poacher. Yes. Everton, we're coming for you. And we're not even at home, but we're coming for them. We are coming for them. Yeah. They need to know. When you're playing against Longford Town, there's so much passion, so much desire to win. You're just not gonna. The passion you show makes up for what we have in natural quality. We have so much passion compared to these other players. They may have their players getting 100k a week, while we have a guy getting, 2k a week. But he's got the passion for the game, more passion than another guy. That's why we play so well. And we lose that one. Premeir scores again. 2 games in a row scored. put that out there, putting that to account, and we're playing against Botta Danny, which is, I'm guessing, like team was probably like 1 star or something. But yeah, we're 17th, 1-1, drawn 1, lost 4. Not a bad start to the season. I don't think I will keeping our head above water. And for a team like us, that's the best you can hope for. We're doing that like to a very high level, keeping our heads above water, giving good moments to our fans. We're scoring a lot of goals while we're, not doing the best, which is something you know is gonna happen anyway. We're not like we're not a team like that, which is the best way of saying it. We're just not those guys. We're just not. But for certain games we can be. 1-1 draw. Brian scores again. This guy is just a goal machine. Off the bench scores. I think that's his scored for the 3rd game running. We just need a player to be on that thing. Okay, Lang, Robert for New Zealand, and Aloha for Finland. We're getting these internationals in. 3 country representatives as a half a star team. Does it make sense? Not that much. But we got it. Burnley 16th, we're 18th. They're in this relegation battle right alongside us. And I believe that we are the better team in this. Our next game is Brighton after that national break, and after that we have Vietnamese. Decent fixtures. We got Vietnamese, then Chelsea away at Stamford, so we're at Stamford Bridge then. Alright. Let's keep it like that. Burnley. 1-1 draw. Brighton scores again. Happy with that result. So we've really got 5 points in 7 games off our team in the Premier League. 5 points in 7 games. We've actually won a game as well, drawn 2, and we're still on only 4 losses. Come on, we're putting it in this season. We're above 3 teams. Southampton's lost every single game. That's gonna be interesting when we play them. Then, if they somehow have 0 points when we play them, it's gonna be interesting because Southampton's been so bad. And for like a bottom team, we've been so good. We've won. We've literally won a game before, and we drew 2 games. So we're putting up challenges against teams. We're not being pushovers of the league, but we're not exactly gonna be. We're not gonna consider ourselves as one of the best in the league, because we're not. But we're not gonna be an easy win. If we're beaten, we're not gonna be easy win. We're gonna be a 4-out win. Brighton, 86th minute, they beat us. We almost held on. But Brighton has to be one of the top scorers in the league now. But Brighton just about beat us. And they signed David Neres as well. Come on, it's showing the resource to clubs and the fact we're competing with these teams when they got these resources. It shows many things about us. We've got heart, got passion, but with that we also got a stable game plan, and we know what we're trying to do. I'm in this managerial state, and I've got a decent team for Premier League. What I can do with them, it's just unbelievable. What I'll be able to do with any average team, just from the fact that I'm using half a star team, and I'm actually really battling for survival here. Like we're looking like we probably won't go down. It's a miracle just for a team be a question if we're going down. So if we actually don't, that's a complete miracle for our club. Vietnamese, we lose 3-2. So we've had every result in the Europa Conference, so we'll take that. Chelsea next. Ooh, with all the good results everyone's been getting, we've gone. And even Southampton as well. All the bottom teams have gotten good results, and now we're down to 19th. Very disappointing, but it is what it is. That's how it's gonna go at some point. All these teams are gonna have to have their good game at some point, and that's the point for most of them. Their good week, and we got Chelsea when everyone's getting their good week, so we're gonna have to do something spectacular. We're away as well. If we can do like what we did at Man City, maybe snatch or draw against some of the big teams, that's enough. That's more than enough for us. Alright, let's see what. Oh! Alright, first shot. They got a bit unlucky there. So now we know we must go at them. That's what we're doing though. We're going at them. Oh! And very close for McNally, who was close to actually getting the ball there, and Mason Mount scores for Chelsea. That's 1-0 to them. So we're gonna have to have this bit of fight back, which we've been known to have at points. We have our moments of it. But is it really part of the DNA of the club, like the United DNA? I don't know. Wow, what? No way. Wow. We lost, but it was actually 3-2, and then we got 2 goals after. The way it looks on that though, I can't see it being on that and us getting goals. Can't see it. But Leeds. Oh, yes. Yes. Briner scores first again, Garber, and then Briner scores again. Oh my. Briner is actually I think he's one of the top scorers in the league. So I got to go and check this, but I'm gonna check top scores, but let's just see where we are on the table. After that win against, who was it again that we beat? No, not that. Not Brian. After that win against Leeds, that's who it was. That win against Leeds literally puts us right below them, as you have to say, points to Leeds. So we got a second win of the season, and we're 16th place in 10 games. This isn't embarrassing at all what we're doing. This is actually very good. 8 points in 10 games. Survival battles on. We're actually performing this season. We're performing. Showing what it's all about. Okay, so Vietnamese next, but for I think okay, we're gonna do this one, then the next one, then before Southampton is gonna be the end of this bit, because that Southampton game, bottom of the table team, is giant for us because we know we can beat them. Anyone can beat them. That's why they are where they are, and we're way above them at 16th. We are 16th in the table. We're flying. Expected to finish 20th without a doubt. Somehow here we are 16th. You just gotta be happy with where you are. So yeah, put him right back. Get him in. Alright, alright. That's a good lineup. We'll take on Vietnamese. And we lose 3-0. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Brian has 6 goals in the Premier League. He's got the same amount of goals as Mo Salah. That's just a 58 overall player. Brian is 58 overall, 25 Republic of Ireland. Born left midfielder has the same amount of goals as Mo Salah. At 58 overall, same amount of goals as Mohamed Salah. Unbelievable. 6 goals in 10 games. He says 6 goals in 10 games. Now a few teams played 11 games around us. Was 17th with that stuff. So beat Brentford. We're right back in them. Right back. Okay, we lose against Brentford. Okay, 2-1 loss. What can we say after it? Bruyne has 7 goals now. He's still scored there. So it's heating up. Bruyne is on fire. I think without him playing strangely well, this season will just be over for us. And the transfer budget is increasing. It's fascinating to see how this is happening. I don't even know why it's happening. I don't know why they're actually giving us quite a bit of funds though. Because I guess they see the vision. We actually look like we are about to survive in the Premier League. We're 17th in 11 games. Could change and we could go down very easily, but for now, we're actually doing ourselves. We're doing pretty good. 7 games in a row, at least 1 goal scored. Almost every goal we're playing, we scored at least 1 goal. Almost win. Reach quarter final. You can't be serious. The crucial domestic success, or not critical. You can't be serious. Wait. Oh. Oh yeah, actually I'm gonna finish this season like that. I'm not keeping the player salary growth below 10%. Don't know how they expect me to do that and bring in quality. It just makes no sense to me. It's just two things that don't work together. But yeah, 20th place Southampton next. Currently we're 17th with 8 points in 11 games. Good season so far for us. We're above the relegation zone, and we've hardly actually been in the real zone. Been in it a few times, but not too much. Gotten some good results. Let's just look at the record. We've got 2 wins in 11 games, 2 draws and 7 losses, but just 2 wins. We scored 14 goals as well. Overall, it's not been bad. He scored 14 goals, but this guy's literally scored half of the goals for the club this season. He's been carrying this team on his shoulders. You can't even lie about it. He has done it. And Brian's also on the top on the assist leaderboards as well. Guy's been our main man, only player that stepped up for us, and if he didn't, we would be in relegation zone. We'd be with like 2 points if Brian wasn't so good, which is weird. But if he can keep stuff up, the guy could get 20 plus goals in the season somehow and get team this season, and we'll find a way to finish maybe in 17th or in 16th or something. Just above relegation is all we want. All we need. We know we're not going to push top half. We're going to be realistic. But yeah, it's been a good season so far. And I think this is an interesting one. Like I said, the way I'm thinking of it now, it's just going to be a one season. I'm not going to go on and on with this because it's a bit weird to do with this because it's just like out of place in the league. It's like too much of a rule thing. Where it's like a team that's in at Man United, that's normal. Oh, player of the month. We got player of the month playing for our club. I really should be getting manager of the month every month for being a half-star team and staying out of the relegation zone. It's not a manager of the month. It's very it's disrespectful. I'm 17th place for a half-star team, and you're not giving me manager of the month once in 2 possible ones you could give me. I think it's 2 possible ones that I could have been given. I haven't got one of them for doing this. I don't understand that, but yeah, that's it for the first bit of the season. First 11 games. Probably be 2-3 parts, maybe 3 in that short third or something. But yeah, first one.